Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming in. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching that. See, Mike's here. Well, Mike was here at like 8:50 something this morning. uh, excuse me. Uh, just waiting for Cranky to get here, and if our special guest is able to join us, for him to get here as well. Hope everybody's had a good Monday. It's we're in for another big heat wave here in Michigan and the surrounding area, where they're talking heat advisories all week and hot and humid and nasty and ugh. So let's see. So Scrabble, you're funny, Daddy Warbucks. Oh, I grabbed a couple things from him. I mean, it was good to see him back. T hasn't been on Whatnot in quite a while, and I tend to worry about everybody when I don't see them for a while. Jack Stacks, good evening. I know he's been T even kind of cut back there for a minute on how many videos he was doing. So it was good to see him, see T and Mrs. T back at it. So Mustard and Biscuits, welcome. Let's see. Too bad you didn't win the. Yeah, well, I can't win them all. I mean, I go on one of the other auctions for one of our YouTubers, and it seems like every time I turn around, I'm winning on his. So you gotta let somebody else win once in a while. So. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm waiting for Cranky to get here, and also we are supposed to have a special guest with us tonight. I know things being what they are, he could be delayed, or if he can make it, he can make it. If not, no big deal. We'll chug along, but yeah, Cranky should be here pretty soon. I was texting back and forth with him about an hour and a half ago. So, as I said, see you in an hour and 20 minutes. So, let's see. So, what's everybody picking up nowadays? I'm slowly getting back into it. I don't know if you saw my video yesterday. I'm, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I really thought this was cool, kind of because I kind of mentioned I kind of mentioned it in my video yesterday that ended up had a little minor setback medically. I ended up back in the hospital for 6 days. I had to have surgery on the other foot. But that's something that I guess is it's more common in diabetics than you would know, and I'd never heard of it before. But looks like I'm probably looking at one more surgery to get things put back together, because the layman's terms they use is all the bones in my foot have dislocated from themselves. So that's going to be a go in, line them up, screw them together so they stay where they're supposed to. But anyway, I've been having a really kind of a crappy week. Just being frustrated because I'm not used to having to depend on other people to do things, and just kind of being a little poor little old me. And I had ordered some stuff from Average Joe. Actually, I won an I won an auction, or no, I bought it on Pure Metals. Bought a couple things from him, and when I opened the box, there was a surprise from Jane, his wife, who is getting pretty good with doing stuff on the computer, and getting blank rounds and printing stuff on them. And there was a copper Michi stacker round. I thought that was pretty darn cool. There's my current channel icon or whatever you want to call it on that side. And then this is the one that a lot of people remember. So that was really cool. Totally made my day. So yeah, Jack, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. If I find a good deal on other stuff, I'll grab it too. And my kryptonite is Mercs, and they're getting harder and harder to find around here. So when I find them, I grab them, even if it's like 2 at a time or 5 at a time, whatever. So I'm just kind of, for right now, sticking to the 90%. There are a couple of other things that I picked up that are, like actual, like 3 9s, just little things to tuck away that having to do with our 250th birthday of the United States over here. Cranky, he'll be right there. Okay, no problem, man. Dude, hey, do what you gotta do. Life does not come to a stop for YouTube. So, but yeah, and speaking of the don't even try to get me to pronounce that darn word. The 250th birthday of our country. Man, I don't know how many of you guys. I mean, I was stuck in a hospital bed, so I didn't have anything else to watch. They really went all out for that this year, and I mean, even when ABC went 24 hours of celebrating the 250th birthday, which was kind of cool because one thing you don't do when you're in a hospital is relax. So. When you're up all night, it gives you something better to watching a bunch of infomercials about, you need to take this for your achy joints. And, oh, hey, here, look at this $150 ASE that we're selling. And, oh, by the way, you got to buy them in 10 packs. You can't just buy one. And, that come on in the middle of the night. I know I posted pictures and posts before, and it's like, no, don't do that. Plus that company that does those infomercials in the middle of the night is very notorious for you paying for stuff and never getting it. So I always, buy from a reputable dealer or, peer-to-peer or, if you have to online, just be aware of who you're buying from. So. Yeah, as far as me, I'm for the most part sticking to the junk silver. Get it while we can. I know the price of silver's dropped, but it hasn't dropped as much on Constitutional as everything else. But I don't know if they're all of a sudden trying to make a buck because they know they can't get rid of it, and we'll buy it. So. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody in the comments. So, hey, Scrabmo, I know. Thanks for the prayers, buddy. The big joke when I was a kid was my mom always used to say that, I don't just do it. I make sure I do it right. And this just was like a sudden onset thing. A week ago Wednesday, I got up to get ready for work. And well, it'll be 2 weeks now, the day after tomorrow. Hey, Sorcerer Stan, welcome. Woke up and my left foot, which has been my good foot, was the size of a football. And if you notice when you look at your foot, the inside of your foot, if here's your toes, the inside of your foot kind of goes like this. Yeah, well, mine was going like this. which, yeah, it's still shaped like a football, but the swelling's finally going down and all that. So it's a side effect of having diabetes, and both doctors said the same thing, that it's not anything that I'm doing wrong. It's something that can happen because they don't talk about circulatory issues until something happens, which now they're talking about circulatory issues. And that pretty much caused that to happen. So, and again, in layman's terms, once my bones dry out, they're going to put them back together. So, in the meantime, if I have to walk, I have to walk on my heel with a surgical shoe on, and got a scooter here to get me around if I have to go any kind of a distance. Because I had a good friend that ordered me one of those and sent it to me. So, all right, let's see. I believe Cranky is here, if I can get it to come up. All right, let's see. I believe Cranky is here. Hey, if I can get it to come up. There's a Cranky. All right, let's see. Hey.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you sound like you're a distance away. And
technical difficulties.
And poof, Cranky appears. Yeah, Scrap. They sent me down for a test the one night. They did an ultrasound, didn't find any blood clots or anything, but they sent me down for this other test where they ultrasound you, but at the same time, and it's a circulatory thing, and then they essentially put a blood pressure cuff around your legs and just squeeze the heck out of them. And that was literally the first time I've ever come up off the table on somebody. But yeah, that was, I definitely don't want to go through that again. So,
hiya, Michi. Can you hear me?
Hey, Cranky, what's up?
I hate Google. I hate technology. I hate it. But other than that,
welcome to my world.
Standard fare. Hi, everybody in the chat. How's everything going? Michi, how are you? Doing good today?
I'm hanging in there.
I heard you talk about a scooter. Is that okay to nickname you Scooter now?
I don't know, because I
maybe not.
I'm too big to be named Scooter.
Well, we could call you Scooter.
Well, I kind of look like that big old grizzly bear at the circus riding the mini motorcycle.
There you go. Yes, Mustard and Biscuits, he is a little cranky today. Hiya, Southeast Stacker, Scrap Metal. Jack Stack's always good to see you, my friend. Mustard and Biscuits nailed it right there. He's a little cranky.
and let's see here. Let me double check something here real quick. Mike was in here at like 8:50 something this morning.
Hiya, Mike.
So
I don't know if I got everybody or not. Let's see. Go back through some chat. Hi, Sorcerer Stan.
Yep.
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes, he is.
We got, I got Scrap Metal Racing. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well out there. I don't have much to share on the, I was listening to you on my phone. I couldn't get access. Okay. So every time, is it me or is it something I'm doing or what? But every time I log back into my computer, I have to redo like email authorization and all that kind of crap. And I wasn't anticipating that today.
Yeah, I don't know. They're getting more and more where they didn't give you the option anymore. They force you to do it.
it's
that two-step verification that you're supposed to be there type thing. So.
At my house we call that getting a little more bullshitty.
Right.
But well, sorry I was late. I was here. I just couldn't get in.
No problem.
So anyways, so you how you feeling, buddy? Good?
I'm chugging along. Got a first post-op visit is Thursday afternoon.
Good.
So we'll see what's going on with that.
I heard you a little bit about telling about what brought you up off the table.
Somebody said they call it.
I mean, I don't want you to relive it again or anything,
but no, they go down. What they're doing is they're checking to make sure blood flow and circulation and all that in your leg. So they ultrasound your leg a little bit at a time, and then they to see what it takes to like. I don't even know why they do this part. They wrap a blood pressure cuff around your leg. And they hit a button and it literally squeezes. I don't even know how to describe it, but when they put that sucker on my left leg, I came up off the table because I had a accident when I was working at Chrysler, 12 years ago, and my left leg got banged up pretty bad. There's still some like sensitive spots, whatever, and that cuff was right on the back of the upper part of my calf there, and holy cow, it hit that one spot, and I broke out in a sweat, started tearing up, and the poor lady that was doing the test, she was almost in tears too. I'm so sorry. This is how it goes, and I know it's not comfortable. I'm so sorry. Just a couple more seconds, and I just but yeah, they got to do what they got to do to figure out what's going on there. And there for a minute. One of the doctors was throwing around peripheral artery disease, which is very common in diabetics. And, at least they're actually saying something now to figure out why this is happening. Because health systems being what they are and being cheap and stuff like that, my foot that I had surgery on in October, all that work came off in my sock the same day. So I'm walking around like Mickey Mouse. But fortunately, the right foot, they said, because the doctor even told me that this system they do for skin grafting now, where they only do skin to skin grafting for burn victims now. Everybody else, they take a thing that looks like the sticks of bubble gum you used to get in the wax pack baseball cards back in the day. And they stick that to your foot with surgical super glue, and then you're on your own. Skin grows around it. Well, there's a 95% fail rate in those things, and mine took from October to now to fail. So they're going to take care of that with wound care. So that's not another surgical thing. But the left foot, they're going to have to go in and surgically put it back together once everything calms down. So
wow.
And the way he described it to me was, this is your foot, and my left foot is like this. So that's
not lined up.
That's why it's out, a funky shape, and essentially it looks like a football.
Not cool.
Well, not cool. But it's very common, and the way it was described to me, and I don't remember the medical term for it. Sometimes in diabetics, your body doesn't know if you're getting too much blood or not enough blood to the foot, so it floods it. And when it does that, it can actually start to take the outside surface of your bone away, which your bone essentially turns into wet cement, and then it can go do whatever it wants, which is what my foot did. So
that is not cool. Why is my camera mirror? I hate technology, dude. I don't want my camera mirrored. Thank you very much. It confuses me.
What you mean you don't want to go right when you're going left and left when you're going right?
You know me, Michi. I got a hard enough time going right when I'm going right and going left when I'm going left. Why confuse me? Why do they make it hard on old guys?
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Pang's deal the other day? I think it was Pang, either Pang or Kalilo. Did you see all the samurai silver he has?
I did not. I got to go back. I got
Holy
to do a
moly!
lot of catching up on.
I got
on
the one piece and the quarter piece, and he's got like 10 or 15 of each of them. They're awesome. But this um, this is my United States of America copper mistake pour. How about that?
Hey, you know what?
Main's a little curled up, but they're a little curly up there anyways. And then this, I've been working on this, believe it or not. I've actually got, I don't know, maybe I've been in the shop 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe total.
Yeah.
In the last couple of months, but I came in and picked this up. Remember me talking about this when I poured it? It was 925, and I got that thing so hot, all the copper separated. So it's got this beautiful blue patina.
Yeah.
And then look at the back. There's the silver. I've been cleaning this up on the back, and I can't, for the life of me, I could not duplicate this process, because look what it did. It separated.
That's wild.
It is totally wild. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind pendant someday when I do something. The only other thing I've been working on is this ring for Grandma Cranky. She wanted a ring.
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah.
There's a little cross right there, but I put a pattern in the sides here, and I've had to file a bunch down, so I felt like working on that a little bit. And that's really all I've been doing in the shop. I have a few pickups, minimal, but I got, these are the coolest. I got these for a steal the other day. I don't know if you can see it very well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this gold. This is made by the U.S. Mint for some Mexican mint. Wow. I think these are actually vintage. That it talked about them coming in a case and everything. And there's the back. But those are 1 grammers. I'm gonna crack this case because it's useless. I don't like stuff in cases. But I picked up this bar the other day. Plata Pura.
That's cool.
Banco Minero del Peru, and it's got a number on it. It's definitely vintage, and it is from the Mexico Mint. That's a M down there. And then I told you about this piece. This is going to have to find another home someplace, but I've been eyeballing this piece for over a year, and this is a Turkish coin. And this is, as I understand it, is the original packaging from the Turkish Mint.
Nice. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
25 something. I can't. 25 and it's dated 2014. It's a beautiful piece, and they had a price on this. I was telling you about this. They had a price on it of $1,200 a year ago.
Wow.
And some new owners came in, and they were repricing stuff, and I've been watching it just kind of go down. I kept telling the guy, man, you're way out of line on that. Yeah, but it's a Turkish coin. And I'm like, yeah, but it's 1.75 grams of gold.
Right.
But it's not, dude, it's not $1,200. I don't care if it is a coin, you know?
Right.
And anyway, so this new group came in and bought this chain of pawn stores, shops around here, and they've been really mean to all the people that were already on staff here. They're out of tech. This big group's out of Texas, and so the other day I was in there, and gold was down and silver was down, and the guy said, "I'll sell to you for $200 today." So I said, well, yeah. Because even if I can hold on to it for just a little while, it had to come home with me so I could say I had it. But I went online immediately, and they're like $450. $448 was the price on kind of an average price the other day. So that was pretty cool. That'll probably be going in an auction if I ever get a chance to auction anything again. But
well,
yeah,
maybe before we forget, I don't want to have anybody feeling left out. Emerald Coast Stacker is in the chat, and
Emerald
Mike is back. Welcome, guys.
Hey, Mike, good to see you. The Emerald Coast, I owe you one huge thank you. And I, without getting too far into his business or mine, I was having a meltdown recently, not too long ago, and Emerald Coast is he's just a fine friend, and I thought of him immediately in this situation because he has a good understanding of a certain element of special needs and things like that. And I called him, and by golly, he called me back. And I don't owe you anything, buddy, except that I owe you the thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, because that was very much needed. And I reached out because of his expertise, and he showed us once again why this is the best damn community on YouTube. It was so much needed, and it's so much appreciated, and we made it through. So thanks, Emerald Coast. I see Bootsy 363 and 353.
Yeah, Blue Collar's here too. He must have heard me talking about him at the beginning of the live stream.
Hiya, Blue Collar. Yeah, I had to say that because Emerald, I think he kind of knew, maybe talking to me, I was kind of at the end of my rope, which ain't as long as it used to be. And
I think we're all that way.
It just seems like, man, one thing after another, after another, after another.
Well, I look at it this way. You and I have had the conversations about the postal service in the past. Mm-hmm. I think the girls down at our post office are probably, if they knew that I couldn't drive, are glad I can't drive at the moment, because them doing their things that they do that irritate some of us. A prime example this time, and it's kind of funny because between Whatnot and Pure Metals, I buy a lot of stuff from, well, he's known as Phoenix Coins on here. He's 007 on Whatnot. Yeah. And I also buy a lot of stuff from Blue Collar and his wife, or on Whatnot and Pure Metals, they're Average Joe and Average Jane. And I bought some stuff from 007. Like, I'm going to say, I bought something on Friday, and then he had another auction on Saturday. I bought something from him on Saturday. The package from Friday came to Michigan by way of Arizona from Florida.
Holy smoke.
The second package came straight up. Every time I order from Average Joe and Average Jane, it comes straight up. But that makes the left turn and goes to Indianapolis on its way to Detroit. It's like, and they want to raise postage rates again. It's like, wow. You got to pay for all the extra fuel to drive packages, that way to go that way.
Wow. I went to cancel my P.O. box today because I'm just kind of consolidating, cutting out things, just stuff I don't need.
Right.
I mean, Lori's in a not too good spot. She's going to be getting back to work here, but I just I don't need to, pay for this or that or whatever. So I went to cancel my P.O. box.
Right.
And they owe me money because I prepay it by the quarter. and the computer was down, so I couldn't even get away from them without them causing me some grief. It's it's amazing. But anyways, yeah.
It's computers are I remember when they said, "Oh, it's going to make life so much easier for us." No, it didn't.
No.
Today one of our big grocery store chains here, regional grocery store chains, all their registers went down.
Oh.
Oh yeah, all the registers went down, so you can't even do self checkout because those weren't working. So.
And they don't take cash. I mean,
how
many people went in there with cash? You know what I mean?
They don't think these youngsters know how to, or they don't teach youngsters how to count back change anymore.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean, crazy. I saw a little video the other day. I thought it was really funny. This guy was. I sent it to both my sons because it was a little cartoon video, and it was this guy teaching his son was crying about his math that he was trying to do, and how many Bill's got 5 apples and he gives 3 to Susie. How many apples does he have left? When the kid just wasn't getting it.
Right.
The dad just went off on his kid in this cartoon, and it just reminded me of, there were very few instances of that kind of encounter. With my boys, but I thought they'd see some humor in it because it was pretty funny.
Yeah, they just and then I even go back to when my son was in, because they didn't really hit him with it until like 5th grade. This Common Core math stuff, and they say, "Oh well, if you're having trouble when doing your homework at home, just ask your mom and dad for help."
Oh yeah.
He showed me this math problem. I'm like, what the heck is that? I ended up having to call a friend of my ex-wife's who's a teacher, and okay, you need to help me talk him down because he's having a meltdown. And she says, all right. She says, send me a picture and we'll figure it out. I'll call you back. So I take a picture of this math problem. She calls back, and I said, no, I'm putting you on speaker because I have no idea what this is either. And it just, the one math problem takes up the whole piece of paper, and then it's 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4.
Yeah.
It's something else. What?
They do it a weird roundabout way nowadays, and I don't get it, but I don't have to anymore because I certainly don't have anybody's kids coming over and asking me for help with their math. My neighbors are all smarter than sending their kids over to me to help them with math.
All I have to do now as far as math is, when somebody comes in as a patient, has a large quantity of money on it, we got to count how much is there and lock it up for them. So
there you go.
It's even funny to watch the people my age that can't do the math in their head, where when we do the sheet we can't just say that, okay, Mr. Cranky Stacker came in with $550 in his pocket. We have to put that you had one $50 bill.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
One $10 bill. X amount of $20 bills, $5. We have to break it. And then you watch them sit there and they're writing down on a paper, okay, 5 times 5. 2 times 10.
So what did it?
What school did you go to?
Are they getting rid of an admin position or something?
For what?
I mean, that's something that we used to take money to somebody and then hand it to them and they count it down and all that sort of shit.
We have to collect it, count it, log it, secure it, and put it in a vault that's in our office. So,
man, you guys are just kind of the jacks of all trade in that business up there.
And that's one of those things where I say, thank God we got body cameras.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Multi-purpose.
Oh yeah.
That's something else. I don't understand why they got to make everything so hard anymore. But
Yeah, well, you know.
it is
Hey,
what it is.
Blue Collar, if you're still here, man, I love that coin, man. That just, like I said at the beginning, I was having, pardon my French, because I try not to swear on here. I was having a really shitty week, and that package came, and that totally turned my whole week around. So, you know, if I
Yeah,
ever get
that
to,
was a smoking piece, dude.
if I ever get to hang out in person with you guys, first thing I'm doing, I'm giving you both a huge hug. So, because that
There
just
you go.
that totally made my week. So,
That was a very nice piece.
yeah, and for those of you that came in after, uh, Blue Collar's wife is getting very handy with the computer and printing things. And you know, it started out as a blank copper 1 ounce round, and suddenly I have a Michi round, and that just that just totally made my whole week, hell, my whole month. You know, that was awesome. I mean, I almost, yeah, you could ask my roommate. I almost cried when I saw that. So, because like I said, I was having a really crappy week. You know, poor little old me, and you know, stuff like that, and that something simple like that made it all better. So.
Very, very cool. Hey, stacking with Craven. Was that you I saw who did the little video where you were asking, for lack of a better term, the missus, um, about why you stack precious metals? That was the funniest, cutest little video. I don't know if anybody's seen that or not, but it was. I think that was stacking with Craven. He did a video where he was kept walking in different scenarios, asking
Yeah.
asking why do
He
I
said
stack
that was
precious
him.
metals? Yeah, that was so cute. She clearly was about done with the skit by the time he got done with it. It was pretty funny. That was a good video. Jack Stacks, I saw a video the other day. I haven't seen one from him for quite a while. Of course, you know what, everybody out there. Oh, and real quick, we were talking about the postal service. I I am I am no longer going to have a post office box, so everybody's going to have to check my page if there's any correspondence that you want to send or whatever. I don't wheel and deal and ship and receive like I used to, but I just couldn't see paying for it. So I'm going to have to change that on my page, but it is going to get canceled. And so we'll have to make other arrangements. I've got to get something out to Ian Ritchie. He's been patient like over a year. So I got to get him something. I feel really bad, but man, I just haven't had, I haven't had time to do videos. I haven't had time to, do a lot of shopping. And I mean, like Emerald said a little while ago, life comes at you fast, and
Yes, it does.
it sure has been slapping us about the head and shoulders for about 3 months now. And so, well, shit, 5 months now. With it all started with Marty. I'm gonna have to talk to her.
Yeah.
See what she
Well, I was
started.
gonna say you've had a full plate at least, like darn near since the first of the year.
Yeah, it's been rough, but by the grace of God, I'm not living in a town where they blast religious materials at 5 in the morning. I don't have to listen to that. I don't have to fight for my food. I don't have to,
Right.
If you like me, great. If you don't, I don't care. And and things seem to work pretty well that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got one more thing I picked up, Michi, that I forgot to show.
Well, here, you know what? Before I forget, let me make you big so we can actually see what
This one blew me away. I got this for bullion price the other day. And it's really cool. This is There we go.
Oh, that is cool.
Elizabeth II, Tokelau, 2015. Wait till you see the front of it.
Nice.
That
Very nice.
That's a 1 ounce. I picked that up for $62.
Very nice.
Yeah. So that'll have to find a home because you know me, I don't like no fancy schmancy, but I had to have it for a short time. So that's the end of that.
Well, I'd never hurt to have something a little fancy in there.
Yeah, I'm not worthy. And I don't care. I like my bullion. That's what I like. But anyways.
Well, I know I had kind of gone to the mentality that I was gonna. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, there we go. That I was only gonna do, like we were talking back, do eagles, do some, those buffalo rounds, stuff like that to build the stack back up. However, I did pick this bad boy up. I thought it was pretty cool. Something different, for the 250th birthday of the United States there. Golden State did these 1 ounce rounds. I know the lighting here. Let me see if I can get it that might help it a little bit better to see it. So
there you go. That's a good angle right there. Yeah.
Nice. Oh man, let me cover up that chrome dome there. Okay, there we go.
It's not only high relief, it's highly reflective.
Yes, sir. Take this out and put my. Oh, now my hat doesn't want to cooperate. I put a hat on so I don't blind you with my baldness.
Charles Zier only comes in high relief. I like that. I like that.
There we go. So yeah, that's the one side, and then they're kind of their patriotic design on the other side. So I had to grab one of those.
Smoking Eagle there, yeah. Now was that? Well, that's a limited mintage. So was that Silver Surfing 505? Hi there. Was that how much of a premium was that?
Actually, it wasn't too bad because they were running a sale at the same time, so it was like $54. So
not bad
because they only did so many, and people didn't latch on to them, so they were trying to clear them out. So
nice. That's a very nice piece.
I can't complain about that. Yeah, I can't complain about that. And I got some other little stuff coming. I got to wait for this. Our lovely postal service, what it is.
Yeah. You're kind of cutting out on your mic, dude.
Trying to get us both back on the screen here, and the darn screen doesn't want to cooperate. So it's not just you.
Okay, good. Well, I didn't think it was, but it really only matters to me when it's me. That's just, I hate to say it, but that's your problem when it's your problem. You know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. No DCA. You know what? I did this sticker last time too. Silver and Cigars sent me this, and I haven't got a chance to talk to him. No DCA, no GSR. Do better, don't be lame. Silver and Cigars. I'm not sure
there you go.
What the significance of that was. What's the DCA? Do you know? No DCA. Emerald probably knows it. Probably knows about these.
About 5 minutes ago.
We're waiting for the brains to catch back up.
Right. Well, it's like I said when we did our thing a couple weeks ago. I got home from work that night, took my brain out and sat it on the table.
Well, there you go. As long as it doesn't get knocked off and roll under the.
Average Jane is in the house. What's up, girl? I mentioned earlier that you don't know what you guys did when I opened up that package and that round was in there. That just totally made my whole month. I was having a really rough week, and that really that fixed it. So love it, love it.
Average Jane, we will not be doing, just so everybody in chat knows, we will not be doing Average Jane jokes because Will Smith will come slap you. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. We're still in negotiations, you know, our people and his people trying to get the contract worked out. But he wants a lot of money for one slap. I don't know. It might have cost him more money than it was worth, but
so, but yeah, we no, if you guys are on Whatnot, definitely go check out Average Joe's page. They're running lots of cool stuff on there. I actually, because you know, I like my 5-ounce copper rounds. You know, I collect them, and I actually had to buy a second tube because I'm already on that second tube. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean they're cool to look at. There's some of them that actually are, I want to say, dollar coins in the Republic of Liberia. So you're technically, you know,
buying a coin.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't remember if any of those are in here. Let me see. I'll go with the small one because I think there's one in there. Oh yeah, here we go. Got this is the Dragon Slayer. Let me see. Yeah, see now it doesn't want to make me big again. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see. So this is the Dragon Slayer. I think I showed this in one of my in a video, or might have showed it a couple weeks ago when we were on live.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and Republic of Liberia, $1.
I think I saw. Didn't you do? You did a video on that, right? I think I saw that.
No, I think I might have. I think I showed it in our live stream.
Oh,
my first video in quite a while was yesterday, so that was kind of just the slower stuff.
Back in the saddle, I like it.
Yeah.
That's
a cool one. And then I did pick up some other stuff along the way that way that I haven't really showed off, but you know, this one, I love this one too. Yeah. Don't mess with the ladies. They will get their revenge.
That'd be the sirens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weren't that the sirens?
I can't remember what Joe and Jane were calling it, but yeah, it's a cool looking piece.
Well, isn't that from the Odyssey?
I'm
or is it some sort of mythology? Speaking of that, speaking of the Odyssey, have you seen the reviews on this? Have you seen the commercials for and the trailer for the new Odyssey movie with For the Love of Pete? I think Matt Damon was in that. He's probably going to wind up hanging himself in a closet somewhere for doing that movie. And that's it's not a suggestion or anything, but my gosh, the reviews on this. Have you seen the little dweeb they got? And this is the views and opinions heard on this live stream are those of the Cranky Stacker and not Michi Stacker, YouTube, or any affiliates. He just happens to be right. I happen to be right. They are my opinions. But have you seen Little Dweeb doing that?
No, I haven't.
It's supposed to be Achilles. It's like 5'2". And he used to be a sister. He used to be a girl, as I understand it. Now, I don't know. Huh. It's pretty, it's just pathetic, man. Like all they're doing is rehashing this and that. And I've seen some reviews on it, and it was absolutely horrendous. And I would be, I mean, they spend hundreds of millions on this thing, and I'd be really surprised if it runs for 6 months and then goes to video.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's just an absolute travesty. And
yeah,
Emerald Coast is right. They've lost touch with reality.
Yeah, and there's no originality anymore. How many times are we going to remake or reboot TV shows and movies, and we're going to take serious stuff and turn it into a comedy and stuff like that? It's like, no, just leave it alone.
Yeah, they don't do. Don't do.
Or we have to remake movies so that nobody's offended by the original because the main character was a particular race or nationality, so we have to redo it to appease everybody else. Why?
Yep, exactly. Yep. Everybody knows Hollywood's on the way down, and I say it's about time. It's really truly all we ever watch is classic TV and things like that. But that's
my TV sits on Ion most of the time.
Oh, you got Ion now, because we're still doing the Tubi thing quite a bit. And
we've got Ion on over the air TV. We've got Ion. We've got Charge. What was the other one? H&I, which is Heroes and Icons.
Cool.
They all show like a lot of the older stuff where I know one of my and it drives my kid nuts every time he hears the opening music to the doggone song. There was a show on back in the 90s called The District. And and Craig T. Nelson was the chief of the DC Metro Police Department. Loved that show. Phenomenal show. Well, they show a couple episodes every morning on Charge, and the minute he hears that music, he rolls his eyes and like starts giving me the stare because and it all goes back to 8th grade class to Washington DC. Where we were walking down Pennsylvania Avenue, and I happened to look over my shoulder, and there was a scene in one of the episodes where the chief is crossing Pennsylvania Avenue, and at the end of it, you can see the cat. So I start whistling the theme music, and that is literally now his most hated piece of music he's ever heard.
Which is pretty. That's a pretty intense hate. So. Oh, look at here! They're swapping swag.
Well, he got it. I see that.
Cool.
So, and then, but yeah, they show, and then like if you go on Ion, it's kind of funny because I call it the Dick Wolf Network because was it Mondays? Mondays you get mostly Dick Wolf Network. But Mondays you get Blue Bloods until 7, and then Chicago PD from 7 until 2 or till 3 in the morning. Then Tuesday all day Chicago Fire. Wednesday is Law and Order SVU, I think, or no FBI, which is another Dick Wolf. Then I don't remember what's on Thursday, and then Friday's kind of a hodgepodge, and then all day Saturday is Law and Order SVU, and then Sunday you get NCIS all day.
Oh, my sister would love you, and she's an NCIS. And what's the other one? Criminal Minds. I freaking hate that show, but she loves it. So every time every time I go visit Grandma Cranky, I gotta endure watching that. But Emerald Coast says his wife roped him into watching Dutton Ranch. Lori's been watching that, and I've been watching it with her. And you're right; it's totally unrealistic. Like how do you just have a 6 6 automatic weapons exchanging fire on somebody's ranch in Texas, and then you still have time to dispose of all the bodies and scrub the blood up and all that shit, and not a cop one is around. Pretty
Right.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
you
it's fun.
remember the days. Remember the days when the cops on TV could shoot 25 rounds and never reload out of a 6-shot
Yeah.
revolver?
Yeah. I do.
And people would get shot, but you never saw blood.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you know, there's something to be, I guess, said for that. But because I think we're all pretty graphically inclined nowadays. It's like if I know I hit him, you know, you got to see
Right.
something.
Right.
But that's okay. I'd like to have me one of them revolvers. Think of
exactly.
think of the reduction in cost of a day at the range.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Gotta run, he says. See ya. There you go. Yeah, in a single action Colt revolver extended mag. I like it.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
Emerald, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Appreciate you.
Oh,
He said he's got to go. So, well, I'll tell you what, Emerald, don't go yet. Shoot, Shorty with a 40. There you go. I like it. Well, sir,
they're talking about 40s, man. That shoot. I age myself. I'm all about a 38. So
you know, I remember whenever all the forces, metro forces down here, everybody went to 40s, and it's just a couple of years ago. I bought a bunch of freedom pills.
Yep.
Because they had a skid of returned freedom pills because somebody, and it was a good sized department, the entire department switched back to like a 9mm, and so they bought, the guy set them up in there, you know, geared them up, and then took back all the old stack
well, it's just things have changed so much, and you know the like here MSP for years, all they, you know, if you weren't carrying a cig, you were an idiot, and they ran through some issues with cig in their
at 320, wasn't it?
Law enforcement service center when they started having problems with their duty weapons. So they pretty much said, screw it. Now MSP's carrying the Glock. They issue them a Model 17. They went from 40 back to 9, and they're each trooper's issued 17 for duty use and a 26 as a backup / off-duty piece. And now if we could just get MSP to switch holsters, we'd be doing good, because our bosses are like, oh, MSP carries these and they think they're the greatest thing in the world. No, they're not.
Yeah.
I think I might even sent you a picture of the holster that we wear, because we wear the same holster that MSP does. And I'm waiting for somebody to break a hip or a pelvic bone on these doggone holsters. So,
well, send one to my house. I'll get her done for you. I'll break something. West Texas Stacker came in. Hi, West Texas. Good to see you. He's been doing some great videos with the what's he call it? Wex. I can't think of the name of the character. Where he's got the Billy Bob teeth in, or whatever it is there. I think it's him. Now that may well be a family member of his. I don't know. The resemblance is pretty strong. But I'm thinking it's it's West Texas, playing a character. I don't know. It could be he has one of them brothers like I've got that nobody ever talks about, and we keep in the basement until
Hey, Blue Collar, are you guys doing Monday Night Medals tonight, or are you guys off tonight? Because I know they're usually on around 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But
I've been intending to get there, and you know what? Most of the time, by that time, I'm in there getting comfortable, and then the freaking lights go out.
Well, they were hiding from us on Saturday. I went in looking for their Saturday morning. Not tonight. Okay. Yeah, I know they weren't on Saturday either. And I'm like, but I can't. I need something to watch.
Michi's jonesing for some some metal guys.
I've actually been, on the panel with them several times. It's a hoot when you get on there, especially, like I call it the pregame show and the postgame show. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's a riot. He and Vegas are just like, they're fun to hang out with on here. So
I gotta catch him one of these times. One of these days of my life will be back to.
It's one of those deals where they talk about everything, and one person can say it's blue, the other one can say it's green. You have your different opinions. Nobody gets butthurt. Nobody gets mad. Occasionally we talk smack about certain people who I don't even associate with anymore. It's just it's just like us. Come on, have fun. Yeah, there's a lot more metal talk on there where I look at ours as a way for, we talk about metals, but we also kind of pull away from it, because people do get stressed out with this stuff, like when the prices go up and that. So
there ain't nobody does it like we do.
Talk about random stuff, and have some fun. But it's if you guys they're on Monday nights and Saturday mornings. I'm assuming they're still doing both. But hey, you got to take time off every once in a while, because like I've said a million times, there's other things going on more important than YouTube. So, but definitely check them out. And if you're on Whatnot, check out Average Joe and 007 and Sugar Sense, and Sugar Sense just did a couple of really good shows. Actually hit 20,000 followers on Whatnot, so that was a good big milestone for her. All great people. You go on there, there's no BS. They're not screaming at you. These are going for X amount of dollars everywhere, and they fucking go it. There's a lot of people I used to follow. I quit following when they started doing that.
Speaking of that X amount of dollars and all that, what about that? Wasn't Lear Capital? It was who was the big gold? God, I can't think of the name of it. Where you bought gold and they warehoused it. It starts with a B. Something Capital. But did you see they screwed like people out of like 60 million or something like that?
Oh yeah,
that was truly a sad thing. Truly a sad thing. Somebody needs to go to prison big time on that.
Well, see, my thing is if I can't do this, I say I've got precious metals. I bought precious metals. I can't do this. I don't own it. It's not mine.
Yep. Don't hold it. Don't own it. That's a fact. And that's such a prime example of exactly why people say that.
Yeah. I understand there's people that trust these companies that will put it in a vault and on some little island out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. Y'all trust them? Have at it. I don't. I don't trust it. If I can't hold it in my hand, it doesn't exist.
Yep. So you going for England or Argentina tonight? Is it tonight, or did they already play one?
I think it's tonight. I got to go with Argentina.
Really?
Hey, I'm a Scotsman. I'm going with Argentina.
All right. Well,
because the thing that pops in my mind, if you ever saw the movie Braveheart, is when the King of England stood there and said, "The problem with Scotland is it's full of Scots."
Yeah.
So when Scotland was out of it, U.S. was out of it, I kind of like, okay, whatever. But it would have been funny. A couple of the social media guys from overseas are like having a fit because, could you imagine if if this goes this way and that goes that way, and so this goes somewhere else, and this goes this and that and this and that, England and the U.S. could end up playing each other on the 4th of July in Boston.
Yeah, that would have been
a hoop.
That would. Oh, well, I gotta go. I gotta stay. I gotta say, I'm gonna go for England, and
And that's
because the Nazis, all the upper echelon Nazis, all went to Argentina, and it's they've got an Aryan race soccer team out of there, and I want to see them get beat, and I'd like to see England win something here. You know what, we need a reverse revolutionary war.
Yeah,
we just go over there and kick everybody's ass and take them back.
There you go.
And that's a joke, King Charles. That's a joke. But yeah, I'm from my buddies, man. I gotta stick with my English brothers.
I've got nothing against the good people of England, the UK, all that.
That's what they say about us too.
I just, they're putting up with their government is making them put up with way too much crap. So
that's a global issue. And it just shows you who isn't in control.
You can be arrested for what you serve in your restaurant. You can be arrested for taking video as a tourist, for taking video, because that's considered a terroristic act when you're taking video of where you're at on vacation. You can be arrested for walking your dog down the street. Come on.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I'm seeing some things about possibility of some Second Amendment rights being reinstituted or something. Wouldn't that be ducky? That would be.
Yeah. Well,
that would be something else, and that's why they have part of the reason why they have trouble. But you know what? We talk about the same stuff that's going on here in Texas and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
When's it? Second Amendment hadn't made any difference there, and they're calling for Sharia courts. Yeah, screw them. I don't care what they say about me.
Well, they
don't.
Yeah,
Jack Stack surprisingly says he's not for Argentina. No, not from Argentina. Huh? In March 1460. Hi. My son's. Your son works on Falkland Islands?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm guessing not far from Argentina. Yeah, well, and it depends on how people. I don't understand how places like, our neighbor to the south, and I won't mention any names, but Mexico, they win and they have riots in the streets and tear shit up. Well, you know what? I do understand it, because the New York Knicks fans did the same damn thing in New York City.
Right.
People are just out of control.
I like Ken Marsh's comment. He's for the Tigers. Me too, buddy. Me too.
Tigers.
No, if we can just get these guys.
It's the best minor league team in pro ball, folks. Right there.
Hey. Actually, you know what? Let me backtrack. It was that way last year, because I actually did a post on one of my social media pages about, hey, Houston, how's it feel to get beat by the Toledo Mudhens? Because literally 95% of the roster during that wild card series where Detroit had to beat Houston, 95% of the roster was guys they called up from Toledo because all our guys were hurt. So they essentially got their butt kicked by the Toledo Mudhens.
I like it, though. I kind of like stories like that. We should make us a new epic movie. Probably do it on a low budget compared to the new Odyssey movie. We could do it with a smaller budget than that.
Well, they gotta make a better movie featuring the Tigers than the two that are out. Well, the one I never got to see because the theaters that were just supposed to show it never showed it. But back in like 1984 or 85, they had a movie that came out. It was called Tiger Town. Never made it to the theaters, even though it was supposed to.
Really?
And then the next time you see the Detroit Tigers in a movie, it's a little chick flick for Love of the Game with Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I remember that movie. It was pretty bad.
Well, the tiger part was good, even though the uniforms at the time sucked.
Yeah, yeah.
That was when they were experimenting with, and here in Detroit, anybody knows anything about Detroit and their sports fans, don't mess with our uniforms. Don't mess with our logos and our jerseys and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
they some of the stuff from that era uniforms stayed on our road uniforms, but like the script Detroit across it, but those whatever you call those stripes that went down the side of the shoulder and down the sleeve, no, those got to go.
Yep. Well, buddy, I gotta get the doggies. Miss Franny has got herself a lame paw, so I'm doctoring a dog and
She's got a who?
A different dog, Franny, the class clown cranky canine down here's got her a lame paw, so I'm kind of trying to help her with that. And Marty's doing pretty good, in case everybody's wondering. And we did have a spot of good news today. We did have Lori's home nurse. You know, I've been doing all the wound changes and
right.
And ostomy maintenance and all that kind of stuff. And today, the wound change nurse, home nurse came and for the first time since she had her surgery, that incision is completely sealed up. It's completely healed.
Outstanding.
So there's like a quarter-inch, half-inch piece that's just brand new, fresh skin. That's pretty tender. Still, obviously, going to be tender, but it's pretty fragile. It's the word I was looking for. So we're hoping that maintains like that, and that sort of thing will get closed up and finished, and she can put that behind her.
Right.
So, and I wanted to ask you, Michi, too. Whatever happened with that, it was SGT and somebody else said, I don't remember if I mailed out that 2 gram winning to somebody, or if I don't remember what happened with that. So maybe I should get a hold of SGT or something. But anyway, should we do a little Grammy giveaway? It's not. I could mail this. This is.
Let me get to the right thing here so I can send you a number.
There you go. This is a 1 gram. And we'll do some fancy ones. Maybe one of these days I'll give away one of these vintage 1 grams, but they're they're worth they're selling for like $15 a piece on those. So right now, things being what they are, we'll do a 1 gram. I'll danger mail it out to whoever the winner is. But I feel like we ought to give something to somebody. And I haven't even. This is just what's laying on my desk. I haven't even been into any of my safes. I haven't rounded nothing up and brought it down here to go through for so long that I don't even know what I have anymore, folks. So we'll get back into some good givvies later. But we're gonna do the usual thing. Larry Downing, what's up?
All right. This darn thing's not cooperating.
Snacking. Who's snacking on crayons? We're doing all right. That actually just kind of made my afternoon. Somebody else has a crayon eating reference other than my family. That's pretty good. All right. So, did you?
This thing is not cooperating with me tonight. So.
Well, then we'll do a 2 grammer next time. How about that?
Okay, yeah, we can do that because when I hit private chat, it says send a comment to the whole group or to the whole chat, and it's like, okay, it's supposed to be private. So.
Well, you can't very well have a drawing by picking the number if the number goes out to everybody. So we'll do this next time, folks. That just means
and I'll throw one in too in 2 weeks. So
yeah, we'll make it. We'll call it the old double down.
there you go.
We'll call it the old double down, everybody. So crayons for the masses. Listen to me, I can't even speak. Well, Michi, I hope that everything is going okay for you.
It is.
As always, if you need anything, you holler at me.
Hey,
Or
that
if you
goes
just want to
both ways,
holler at somebody and you want to make it me, that's okay too.
That goes both ways, buddy.
Yeah, you're getting close to getting a call. So don't think I won't, Mister. Double tap. There you go. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that things are you're at least mobile enough to not be laying
I'm
around.
staying positive. I had a couple days there where, like I said earlier, poor little old me, and
it's a pretty big
then
deal.
I heard my retired Master Chief Petty Officer grandfather yelling in my ear from the grave, "Get over yourself!"
Yeah, well, that's all right. It's a lot easier to get over yourself when there ain't nothing wrong than, Oh yeah, still cranky.
But yeah, and that little surprise.
All righty, bud. Well, I gotta call my call Grandma Cranky and feed the Wonder Dog.
We will see. Yep. And continued prayers for Miss Lori. I know she's making huge strides, getting better, but every prayer helps. And
I got the mental discombobulation.
And like I said, that whole community thing, that goes both ways, buddy.
Yep, absolutely. And anybody else out there in the chat too,
all right, everybody. Well, I'm gonna. Yep. Same here.
Oh, you're cutting out, dude.
All right, everybody. Well, like I said, we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna let Cranky go first, and do his thing, and then I'll do my thing, and we'll say bye until 2 weeks.
You all out there, this is my dad. You be thankful for what you got. Stay safe, shoot straight, keep stacking. Stack the right stuff, everybody. I'm out.
Stack what you like, stack what you can afford. Have fun with it. We'll see you guys soon. We're out.
Bye-bye.